What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Nerd Corner. My name is Lotus, the kid who never knows best, and in today's video, I'm finally bringing you the highly anticipated, highly requested manga collection video. And I know, trust me, I've been wanting to make this video just as much as y'all been wanting to see it. It's been a struggle, and I'm not gonna hold y'all. We're gonna get into it. I'll be back to talk with y'all towards the end of the video, but for now, we're just gonna jump straight into the collection, and then we'll talk more later. So let's just get straight into it. Alright. First up, we've got Volume 1 of Food Wars. Recently checked out the anime for Food Wars, absolutely loved it. Decided I need to get on board with the manga, so that's what I'll be doing in the future. I'll be picking up more of that. Then we've got Volumes 1 through 7 of Twin Star Exorcist. Anyone who's been on my channel, you already know how I feel about this series. Definitely read the manga. Do not bother with the anime. The anime is trash, the manga is so much better. But yeah, I think we're up to Volume 8, so I'm a little bit behind, but I'll get on that. Then moving on, we have Volumes 1 through 13 of Dead Man Wonderland. That is complete. A great series in my mind. I love the artwork, I love the characters, I love the story, I love everything about Dead Man Wonderland. It's a good quality release from Viz as well, with those really nice matte finishes and the alternating colors for the spines and covers. It's really dope. It's really dope. This is another series where the anime doesn't really do it justice, especially considering that the anime ends off on Volume 5, and as you can see, there's 13 volumes, so you're missing out if you only watch the anime. Moving on, we have Volumes 1 through 28 of Rurouni Kenshin. That is complete. This is by Nobuhiro Watsuki, and it is my personal #1 favorite manga series of all time. This is my favorite manga series to date that I have read, and for good reason. I mean, Nobuhiro Watsuki has an amazing art style, so I love the artwork and the story. Kenshin Himura is one of the greatest characters that I've come across, and honestly one of my favorite, if not my favorite, MCs ever. So it's a really great story. Highly recommend it to everybody, as you might imagine, considering I consider it my #1. It's a masterpiece to me. Moving on, we have another story by Nobuhiro Watsuki, and that is Busou Rankin, Volumes 1 through 10 complete. I'd actually never heard of this, so I bought Kenshin because I got the Volume 1 thrown in for free because I bought these volumes secondhand from a seller off eBay. It's a pretty decent story, nothing that'll really wow you or blow your socks off, but the artwork's pretty good, the characters are quirky and fun. I really do like our two MCs, and the villains are pretty interesting, so, you know, it's relatively cheap to get a hold of, it's relatively easy to find. So it's only 10 volumes, so it's not a big commitment. So if you're a fan of Rurouni Kenshin, you might as well go ahead and check this out. Not because it's similar to Kenshin, but because it's the same mangaka. So if you liked his style in this, you'll probably like it in this. Moving on, we have Slam Dunk, Volumes 1 through 24. I need to get my hands on the last volumes up to 31 because I'm really enjoying the story. Takehiko Inoue, he's considered one of the greats for good reason. Slam Dunk is one of the most popular and best-selling series of all time for good reason. I like this even more than Kuroko's Basketball, and I really loved Kuroko's Basketball. And if you like that series, you want to check out Slam Dunk, because once you read this, you'll see how much inspiration was taken from this to make Kuroko's. Moving on, we've got Volumes 1 through 19 of Yu Yu Hakusho, and that is complete. I don't think I have to speak too much about Hakusho. Everybody knows who Yoshihiro Togashi is. That name is infamous in the manga community, whether for good or bad. You know who Togashi is. Personally, I like Hakusho more than Hunter x Hunter, but that's just me. I like both series. I think they're both great. I would maybe even argue that Hunter x Hunter is the better written story, but I like the action more in Hakusho. What can I say? I'm a shonen junkie fan. I like fights. I like cool fights. But yeah, I love the spines on Hakusho, by the way. Then moving back on over here, we have Volumes 1 and 2 of Platinum Men by the dynamic duo, the two twin titans, the colossal giants of the manga industry that would be Takeshi Obata and Tsugumi Oba. I'm hearing that some people really aren't feeling Platinum Men all like that. They're kind of falling off with it as it goes on. Me personally, I'm still 100% on board. This is some of Takeshi Obata's best work thus far as illustrations go. So that's really pulling me in and making me interested in the story. And I genuinely enjoy the story so far. Like, I don't see any problems as of yet, but people are saying that it goes downhill, so I guess we'll see. Pardon me, had to make a quick cut there to free up some space on my phone. Probably gonna happen again at some point in the video, but if it does, just bear with me. We will get through this eventually. But jumping right back into what we have, Volumes 1 through 16 of Dragon Ball, and then 1 through 26 of Dragon Ball Z. In Japan, it's just 1 through 42, it's all Dragon Ball, but you guys know how they split it up here in the US or overseas. One thing I want to say though about Dragon Ball, everyone knows what Dragon Ball is, but surprisingly, I've met a lot of people, especially in recent years, that have never actually watched or read the original first 16 volumes of the story. And to me, that's wild. That's like you're basically skipping like an entire arc, or a couple of arcs, several arcs really. Like you just jumped into the middle of the story. This would be like if you just hopped into One Piece like 300 chapters in. You know, that's just crazy to me. Like you're missing out on half the story. But yeah, go read and watch your OG if you never have, because it's really good. To me, it's better. Like I prefer the original over the Z counterpart, but you know, to each their own. I do feel like anyone who calls yourself a Dragon Ball fan and hasn't checked this out though, you owe it to yourself to go do it, because you're not a real fan if you haven't, you know, read or watched the Adventures of Goku when he's a child, because it's it's a really great story, man. It's really great. Moving right along, we have volumes 1 through 9 of Your Lie in April. Need to get my hands on the last two. Beautiful anime, which is what made me pick up the volumes for the manga, but I need those last two before I binge read it. Then we've got volumes 1 through 32 of Shaman King. Love these spines, love the covers for the story. It's a lot like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures in many ways, which I can say now that I've actually started watching JoJo's. I didn't know that at the time, but this is a throwback from my childhood. Very nostalgic, really fun series. Love the characters, love the abilities in it, which is similar to the abilities of Stans and JoJo's, so just one thing that might make you want to check it out. And also, fun fact, you guys know me, Lotus. I use my last name as Asakura on a lot, like on Twitter and like other social media or just online aliases. My last name is Asakura. That actually comes from Shaman King, and that's because our main character's name is Yo Asakura, and he's the character who I relate to the most in anime and manga. He's the one who I think is like most like me, and if I was like an anime or manga character, I'd probably be him, because he's just like super chill, laid back, really cool guy. Loves to listen to music, is always wearing headphones, and yeah, I relate to him a lot, so yeah. Then we got 1 through 9 of One Punch Man. Everybody knows about One Punch Man. Then we got 1 through 7 of Akame ga Kill. Love it or hate it, I'm sure most of you know about Akame ga Kill. Then moving back onto this side, we've got 1 through 24 of Bleach, one of the big three. Don't have to say too much about Bleach. I've never read past volume 24 because I don't own past volume 24, but I really like what I've read of Bleach so far. I think I might pick up the second box set eventually, which will make me have doubles of 22 through 24, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. We've got volume 1 of Living Stone, another series illustrated by Jinsei Kitaka. Love what I read of the first volume, but I need to get my hands on the last three. Then we have 1 through 3 of My Hero Academia. I actually stopped picking up the manga because I was enjoying the anime so much more, but ironically now with season 2 back, the anime hyped me up and made me want to get back into the manga, so I might be doing that soon. Then you have Naruto, the 7th Hokage and the Scarlet Spring, the like Sarada spin-off 10-chapter manga that Kishimoto did after the end of Naruto. And speaking of the end of Naruto, we have volume 72, longtime Naruto fanboy. I've loved the series for the majority of my life, followed it for over a decade, so when the last volume came out in English, I had to buy it on release date. I went right to the store, needed to have it. So I'll probably have another copy of it eventually because I need that third box set, which already includes it, but yeah. We have 1 through 7 of Safe at the End. Nothing amazing, but I do like it for what it's worth. I like the artwork, the anime is pretty cool in my eyes, so nothing that I'd really recommend to too many people though. But then we have 1 through 7 of High School of the Dead, and rest in peace to Daisuke Sato, man. It's a shame that we'll never see a continuation to the series, but it's even more so of a shame that we lost just such a great guy, such an icon to me in the manga community. I mean, love it or hate it, a lot of people know what High School of the Dead is, and even though a lot of people just write it off as this pointless fan service, I mean, this series meant a lot to a lot of people, including me. It's one of my personal favorites. It's a shame that we'll never see it. It's a shame that he passed the way that he did, but praise go out to him and his family and his brother Shoji Sato, so yeah, man. But moving back into it, hopefully trying to heighten our spirits a little bit after that, kind of a bummer. We have volumes 1 through 23 of Hikaru no Go. This is a series that was illustrated by Takeshi Obata, written by Yumi Hota. A lot of you guys on my channel know I'm a huge Takeshi Obata fanboy, and I want my hands on as many works that he's drawn as I can possibly get. Then we got volumes 1 and 2 of Samurai Champloo. Oh, by the way, Hikaru no Go, that is complete. This is complete, that's complete. But yeah, Samurai Champloo, it's alright. The anime is better. A lot of people don't like the manga at all. I think it's okay, but the anime is definitely better. Then we have 1 through 4 of Ralgrad, Ralo Omega Grad, Blue Dragon Ralgrad, Blue Dragon Ralo Omega Grad, whatever you want to call the story that has seemingly 1,000 aliases. This is complete. It's also illustrated by Takeshi Obata, written by Tsuneo Takano. It's alright. Probably my least favorite work that I've read that Takeshi Obata had a hand in, but it's not awful. It's not bad. Like, I liked it, but it's just okay. Like, I give it like a 5 or 6. Then we have the first box set for the Pokemon Adventures manga. Yes, Pokemon does have a manga, and it's surprisingly good. I really enjoyed it. I want to get my hands on the second box set. But this is volume 1 through 7, which covers like the red, blue, yellow arc. Then we have All You Need Is Kill, which is another work that was illustrated by Takeshi Obata. Then you guys can see it was also worked on by Hiroshi Sakurazaka, Ryosuke Takeuchi, and Yoshitoshi Abe. I believe I pronounced all those correctly. Then we have Solanin and A Girl on the Shore, both by Inio Asano. Both great works in my opinion. Personally, I prefer Solanin between the two. A Girl on the Shore is extremely mature and explicit. Don't recommend that to anyone under the age of 18. Yeah, some hardcore stuff in there. Then we have Fully Coolly or FLCL 1 and 2. Complete, unfortunately not very good. You guys know I'm a huge Fooly Cooly fanboy. That is by far my favorite anime of all time. It's my YouTube banner. I've made videos about Fooly Cooly. I've got my Never Knows Best, you know, like short film, tribute, whatever you want to call it. I love Fooly Cooly, but the manga, it's not good. I don't recommend it to anybody. Watch the anime. Just go watch the anime. Then we have Fire Force Volume 1, kind of an impulse buy, but I do really like it. It's by the same creator who brought us Soul Eater. I read the first volume, really enjoyed it, related a lot to the MC, decided to pick it up. Don't regret it though, because I did read the second and third volume in the store, and I like it, so I'll probably pick those up eventually. Then we got Itachi Story Daylight, the light novel, which I have not read yet because I'm waiting to get my hands on the second one before I jump into it, because I kind of want to binge read them both back to back. Then moving on, last but not least, we have my box sets. So we have the Death Note box set with volumes 1 through 12 and the 13 How to Read volume. Then we've got the first Naruto box set, which has volumes 1 through 27, and the second box set with volumes 28 through 48, and the final box set that I own, last but not least, we have Fullmetal Alchemist with volumes 1 through 27 and the Ties That Bind light novel. And with that, that is pretty much my entire manga collection. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's been highly requested, highly anticipated. A lot of people have been waiting on me to do this, and it was just a matter of like finding the best way to go about it, since I don't own shelves and I didn't know how I wanted to go about recording it, like camera wise and just setup wise or whatever. But I finally got it worked out. Hopefully somebody out there enjoyed this and stuck through with me. I try to go through it as quickly as I can, but you guys know I love to talk a lot, so yeah. I can't believe I finally did it. I finally actually did the collection video. I didn't think I'd ever get it out because I've been trying to do this video, but it's just been a struggle because between not owning manga shelves and making it you know, sweet and simple to how to go about going through my entire collection, and just not having the right camera setup for the way I wanted to do things, it was just a struggle. But I was just at the end of the day, I was just making it harder for myself than it really needed to be, and I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna spread out all my manga on my bed, take out my cell phone, because I got an iPhone 6s, it's got a pretty decent camera. We'll make it work. We gonna make it do what it do. People want to see this video. I want to make this video, so we gonna make it happen, and that's what we did here today. 377 volumes I've been collecting since October of 2015. It's now May of 2017, so about a year and a half, give or take, whatever. Yeah, this is where we are now. I've definitely slowed down on my collecting as of late. I didn't even post a haul video for the last 2 months. Hopefully this makes up for it. That's kind of like my plan or whatever. I do have pickups on the way, but yeah, man, I'm so happy that I finally managed to get this video out to you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had so many people asking me to do this video. I wanted to make this video just as bad as you guys wanted to see it. I just was making it hard on myself for no reason because I'm stupid, but yeah, it is what it is. It's finally over with. Hope you enjoyed. Hit the video with a like if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you guys will stay tuned for all this content I plan on bringing you. With all that being said, remember, nothing can ever happen unless you swing the bat. Later.